Don't for 1 second think that my body is not aching. My right hand arm, it is so sore. You would have sworn that I held the globe with this hand. I'm talking the earth with this hand. And I kept asking myself, why is my right hand so sore? And then it hit me. Come on, bro. You were carrying a whole phone while you were busy filming the march, the beginning of the march and the march itself, and running down the streets of Johannesburg. And I saw somebody said, Clantis, you need to be fired as a cameraman. And I'm like, I agree with you. I have to explain to you, being in the moment, you do not think about perfection. You don't think about angles. You don't think about lighting. You don't think about anything. What you are thinking about is that moment and capturing it as it is, as raw as it is. When I was putting editing the video, I was like, no, let me leave it like that, because that is the authentic moments that I was experiencing in the match, and I wanted you to experience that. When the camera is facing a non-object, maybe facing the roof of the bridge, I want you to see that. When it's facing the floor, I want you to see and experience that. When it was facing the people, I want you to see and experience that. That's exactly what it was. And you picked it up, but you were not happy because you were like, I need to be fired. I need to be fired. Anyways, Mara, you South Africans, I love y'all. I love you guys so much. Anyways, let's talk about we are going to the local government elections on the 4th of November. This was confirmed, of course, by the President of the Republic of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa. I'm sorry, Cyril Ramaphosa. He was like, okay, we are going to local government elections. That would have made a full circle of our previous local government elections that took place on the 21st of October 2021. Remember, because of Kororo and there were talks that the local government elections need to be postponed until the Kororo was over. And you could tell that the people that were pushing this agenda, it's people that were enjoying the gravy train. And some of them even knew that their political parties were not going to perform as well as in 2016 at that time. So, of course, the matter went all the way to the Constitutional Court, and the Constitutional Court said, elections in South Africa are constitutional and they are enshrined in our constitution. I forgot to get my constitution and show you, but maybe next time we will discuss that, because your power is in there too. You see, this constitution that works against us sometimes it works in our favor, and we can take advantage of the constitution, especially when it comes to elections. So, of course, the Constitutional Court said you better go to the local government elections. And I think it gave a date of the 31st of October, but IEC brought it to the 21st. Or maybe I'm mixing the two dates. I'm not quite sure. But it said if you are not going to go to the local government elections by the 21st of October, on the 22nd of October, every municipality in South Africa will be running unconstitutionally. That means they will no longer receive any money so that they can devise a budget so that we are served as people of South Africa. So it ordered that this, even if Kororo was facing us in the eye, we all need to go out there and fulfill the mandate of the Constitution to go to local government elections. So I see there is a political party, I think it's MKP if I'm not mistaken, that wants the local government elections to be postponed because they have lodged a complaint about the 2024 general elections. So they are saying that it will not make sense. Okay, I don't know if that's what they're saying, but I guess the complaint is, How is it possible that we are going to the local government elections when our lodge of the 2024 general elections have not been determined? I think it's a futile fight that they are fighting, or the request that they're requesting for. It's quite futile because it boils down to the Constitution. The Constitution says we need to go to local government elections in November, so it needs to happen whether we all like it or not. I don't think it's a exercise that is going to succeed unless the 2024 lodge is dealt with, I don't know, sometime during the course of the year. Otherwise, they're going to have to pull out of the local government elections, and I don't think they are going to do that, considering that in KwaZulu-Natal, they are becoming highly popular. And in Gauteng also, they are becoming highly popular. Of course, not everybody. Do not think, no, okay, I get you. But it looks like they might bawole some municipalities and metros if they are serious. Anyways, we are not there. So the point that I want to, not even a point, the tip that I want to give South Africans is, you are the governor. The people shall govern. That also includes the power of your vote. It's a constitutional right, by the way, to vote. And there was an argument on Twitter, because I did post a video about this, and the argument was, if you don't go vote, the vote goes to the governing party. And I know this point has been argued and denied, and I can tell you that it's quite true. Oh, yeah, it's quite true, because what IEC does, in my opinion, is that it looks at the number of people that are eligible to vote and registered to vote, but did not go vote on election day. So what they do with that number, they distribute it amongst the governing party, who gets the majority of that, and then it's distributed to also other smaller parties. If you look at the parties, I would say Boza, for example. I don't think Boza got votes enough to take them to parliament. But because of these, I don't know, residues, then when they were distributing, these are people who did not vote. When they were distributing to the political parties, it was enough to take Boza to parliament with 1 seat. That is my opinion. So we need to be strategic, and we need to take advantage of this moment. And I know that there are 2 political parties that are going to do everything in their power to make sure that this is delivered to the people of South Africa. The ANC is going to make sure that it does not lose votes to another party. We need to force the ANC to evict every illegal foreigner in South Africa. They have the power and the resources. Whatever gentlemen agreements that they've had with Zimbabwe, the SADC brothers, as they call each other, because you heard Ronald Amula says, oh, African brothers, and with Nigeria and all these other countries, go back to them and say, guys, it's not working anymore. Please take your people back. And I'm telling you right now, these African countries don't want their people back. They don't want their people back on 2 reasons. The first reason, they are so used to stealing from their people. And the reason number 2, because they people have been living in South Africa for so many years, they have picked up how to fix a country from us. And they are going to take that back home, and they're going to start challenging the powers that be there, and to a point probably even overthrow them, because they've learned how to fix a country from us. It's just that they are cowards. But if you force them back home, that's when that spirit might rise and actually challenge their governments. They would do that. And for us to win that fight, we need to tell the ANC, We need to tell all its GNU partners, we are not going to go out and vote for you. We are not going to go out and vote for you. And those that want our votes, they better put pressure on Ramaphosa as well as his GNU partners to get these people out of South Africa. And we give them a deadline. We are going to the local government elections in 7 months. If they can clean South Africa of illegal foreigners in these 5 months, who knows? Right? So somebody said, if we are not going to go all out and vote, white people are going to go out and vote DA in. Maybe that's exactly the message we need to send to the ANC. We need to send it to all the black political parties that are saying, well, we are all Africans. Yeah, we are all Africans, but we all can't be Africans in South Africa. Not all of us. It cannot happen that we are all Africans in South Africa, whatever that means. Because I don't think I ever lost my African card, if it's a card. I am an African and I'll always be an African. But we've got a rule of law in this country. We are a country that is sovereign with a rule of law. And you cannot come to my house just because we live on the same street and say this is also my house. That does not make sense. And on top of that, you disrespect me. You paint my house and say you don't like my paint. You change the paint color. You change my kitchen scheme. You go into the living room and say, I don't like these colors. I don't like these couches. And you go and get, and it's not even quality stuff. You come into my bedroom and say, your wife is mine now. The complete disrespect. So if you want our votes, well, you better buckle up and start sending people back home. And I've said this before and I will repeat it again. Until I see Nigerians getting deported from South Africa, it will only then I will take deportation seriously. That's when I will take deportation seriously. These people, they are unskilled. We got the worst of them in South Africa. Some of them are fugitives. Some of them just dropped out of school in primary school as long as they could read and write and calculate because they need to engage themselves in 419. Some of them just learned the basics of a computer so that they can come to South Africa and do love schemes. We're tired of all of those things. We are so tired of all those things. So you want our votes? You better get them out of the country. And I think that's a message we need to send to every one of our leaders, because right now, as I speak to you, political parties are going through conferences, like branch conferences, regional conferences, provincial conferences, and others are now also going to their national conferences. And this topic must be on the agenda, and the resolution should be, yes, they must go back home. If you did not learn anything about South Africans on the 27th of April, 2026, then you deserve everything that's coming to you. Because this is how it started, by the way. It started with South Africans saying, we are no longer going to attend anything that government calls us to, whether it's in the stadium or whatever. We are not coming. And 27th of April, Ramaphosa, I keep saying Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa was speaking to chairs. I almost felt sorry for him when I watched the replay, because some of y'all wanted me to watch the replay and you want my opinion about his speech. I'm not quite sure what exactly you want me to say about the speech, because it's the same old script that you and I have heard forever. Probably the only thing that he spoke about was foreigners. And I did not understand why would he hijack, even though we were not there. It's still South African Freedom Day. Why are you discussing other people on our day? Not only are you in solidarity with us because clearly you couldn't care less, but you come and you insert people. What is that about? And I'm talking illegal foreigners here. And then you say, if you are a legal foreigner, you must respect us, respect the law. No, it's illegal foreigner. What's so difficult to get this through your thick skulls, guys? Illegal. Legal foreigners in South Africa, they are not disrespecting us. They're not disrespecting the law. It is the illegal ones. What is wrong with you? Every time. Same, the narrative also that they are sending to the world is that South Africans are hunting immigrants. Yet there's a category of immigrants that South Africans no longer want in their country. Those are illegal. What is difficult to... Somebody needs to tell me at what point the ear closes the moment they hear the word illegal. That's criminal mind. Y'all are criminals. You are such a criminal that when you hear the word illegal, it just flies over your head. Legal foreigners are welcomed in South Africa. Legal are welcomed in South Africa. We will protect them because they are within the bounds of our laws. If they ever try to do something, we can catch them. What is so difficult? What is, Mr. Ramaphosa, what's so difficult in understanding that, sir? You too, Ronald. What is wrong with you? Anyways, the point that I want to make here is that use your constitutional right to not vote. Stay at home. Yes, you're absolutely right. The people that are going to go out and vote are going to be the people that are not affected by illegal foreigners, and most of them are white people. They are the employers of illegal foreigners. They would... The way they defend them. You know, when you listen to some, because I was engaging with one white person, by the way, yesterday, while I was waiting for the Gau train, I think he kind of saw that I was coming from the march, and then he was saying, but the problem with South Africans, you guys are lazy. I'm like, no, the problem is that you people want to whip us. Whip. I'm talking about a real whip. And on top of the whip, you still don't want to pay us according to our labor laws. You hate minimum wage. No discussion about it because it deals with your bottom line. Versus when there is an illegal foreigner who has absolute no rights. He ended up agreeing with me. He ended up agreeing with me that it is you guys who push the narrative of laziness. And yet, before illegal foreigners came to South Africa and before our Labor Relation Act was enacted, you used Black South Africans as you exploited Black South Africans. So now that the Labor Relation Act kicked in and it developed, suddenly now Black South Africans are lazy. So that notion, we don't care about it anymore. You can call us all kinds of names. And I'm talking to illegal foreigners here because we now know where that is coming from. Illegal foreigner, even if you whip them to oblivion, they'll still come back tomorrow. to work. End of the week or end of the month, they'll collect that cent. That cent back home is money. It is money. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's be honest with ourselves. And most of you guys consider yourselves Christians. Would Jesus do that? The cruelty you have on your own citizens is staggering. And yet the same people, you don't know what they tell us about you, what we should do to you. They are telling us we need to, your guys, like they did their own. And we are saying that is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And we're not going to be told by anybody from the outside how we should run our country. Nobody's going to tell us that. And we don't give a rat's tail what they say. We don't care. What we care about is that illegal foreigners must please leave us. We have some work to do here at home. They must go and fix their own respective countries. So if the ANC does not want to understand that in the next 5 months, forget it on month 6 and definitely on election day. Nizopatwa DA, all municipalities. But they people will go out and vote. So if you don't want to lose those votes, ABAHAMBE. No negotiations. ABAHAMBE. And that also doesn't guarantee you that you are going to be voted for by South Africans. South Africans are done with the ANC. But if you want some residues of votes, get them out of here. Get them all out of here. The legal ones, guys, we're not talking about you. Please enjoy South Africa. And come back again if you want to, legally. So anyways, let me leave the video here. I don't know what your thoughts are. So I thought, use your constitutional right to demand for this to be delivered to us in 5 months. Otherwise, don't go vote. Don't ahlalen sonke ekhaya like we did on the 27th of April 2026. Sahlale ekhaya, did our own things, went to picnics, went to dates, went shopping, did stuff. We relaxed. So we'll do the same thing on the 4th of November. If illegal foreigners have not left South Africa. I will leave this video right here. Please enjoy your Friday while I go nurse this throat of mine. And tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you think. Tell me what. I know there are a lot of people that are asking me, especially on TikTok. I know even here you guys have asked the same question. Who to vote for? Who do we vote for? I will repeat this. I cannot tell you who to vote for. You vote with your conscience. However, there will come a day where I will sit here and because of course, I don't believe in political establishments anymore, but because it is the order of the day here in South Africa, I will come back and I will tell you that me, Clancis Dumakute, is voting this way. Excuse me, I'm voting this way. This is the political party I'll be voting for in the local government elections. If you want to vote along with me for that political party, then hey, that's your conscience. You understand what I'm trying to say? That is your conscience. I also saw some people, they're like, oh, you a COPE member? And I'm like, I'm not quite sure where I stand right now. I'm not quite sure where I stand right now, but I did see a lot of people in the emails saying, Clancy's go revive that party. We will join and we will vote. I was like, okay. But I will come back, guys, and I will sit down and I'll tell you, this is the way I'll be voting in 2026 local government elections. No, it's not going to be the ANC or EFF. It's not going to be neither of them. Yeah. As for the other ones, we'll see. We'll see. I know somebody's like, but you're not saying anything about the DA. You're not saying anything about MKP. Like I said, I am an intelligent voter, not an emotional voter. That's who I am. I've always been that. An intelligent voter. I hope you also become an intelligent voter, because emotional voting is the result of why we are here today. You always ask, how did we get here? We got here because of your emotional voting. Now, let's cast aside emotions when we go vote and then become intelligent voters. But we'll talk about that as we build up to the local government elections. And you will know whom I'm voting for. All right? Once again, have a fantastic Friday. And please, whatever you do, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. Umazwi siyamdinga. Goodbye.